Hello, welcome to another edition of the Front Row Roundtable Show presented by Ralphie's. I'm Norm Wamer. This is Big John Malkoski. This is Mortgage Marty Bihn. And he's the one that will be annoying you for the next 30 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Every week.
Hey, let's dive into all this. The big question that's going around this week is, will the Browns now finish 15-1?
I thought the big question was, are you wearing a $375,000 watch too? Like Odell Beckham is.
No.
Here's what I'm going to say. If there is such a thing as a must-win game.
What the heck happened?
Well, I'm saying Monday night at the Jets, you lose that, and I'm talking it might be like the San Andreas, the whole city might fall into Lake Erie.
How many penalties? I think they just committed another holding penalty here about an hour ago.
Yep.
Well, I thought the most fascinating thing was how consistently clueless Freddie Kitchen looked on the sideline. Like, I mean, totally, he looked like he was literally had no idea what was going on.
One of us brought that up last week.
That's why I've said from the start, they're not going to make the playoffs. I mean, after watching that, do you have any doubt?
Very undisciplined.
Oh, it was awful.
Got a lineman kicking somebody in the throat.
And they quit. I mean, they absolutely quit in the second half. Like, zero effort.
I don't know if they did, but I can't argue that point.
Oh, can we agree that Monday night is a must win? Like, you go on the road at the Jets.
Well, we're going to get to week 2 a little bit later on.
I'm not trying to jump ahead, but you started with the Browns, and I'm saying if there's such a thing as a week 2 must win, you lose at the Jets on Monday night. Turn out Don Meredith is queuing up the band.
Well, that was the obvious place to start. I mean, it was, I think, the most shocking loss. I think Pittsburgh.
I don't think it was that. I don't think it was that shocking. It was that hype shocking.
Yeah, but you're at home. You're playing Tennessee, who's a middle of the road team.
And you spent all offseason reading how wonderful you are. Now you had to go prove it. And a little adversity hit you right in the mouth, and you responded by pouting and acting like a bunch of spoiled brats. That's what happened on Sunday. Sorry. You don't have to like it. Leave me alone.
They had, 18 penalties or something ridiculous like that?
They made the Raiders look disciplined. There. I snuck that in there.
You are so going to eat so many words.
I'm just getting this out while I have a chance.
You might as well.
Yep.
You might as well get that in. It wasn't much better for the Lions.
Oh. Well, they played well for 3 quarters.
As they normally do.
Or Arizona finally went and got Kyler Murray lift shoes so he could throw the ball after 3 quarters, and all of a sudden he could complete a pass.
Does his mommy know he's playing football?
You guys are texting me, and I literally am laughing so hard. I wasn't even watching. I gave up watching it because it was so awful to watch. And you guys are texting. I'm looking at my phone. I literally had like little dribbles coming out of my nose because I was laughing so hard.
I know he's 5'9", but he looks like he's 5'6".
Yeah.
I don't know how he sees anything from back there.
Well,
it reminds me of when you had like a pickup team when you were kids, and little Joey was the extra kid you needed to play, and so you let him come play, and you're like, hey, don't touch him, don't hurt him. It just, we got a no tackle rule on Joey today.
I'm talking to my brother who was watching the game too, and he's like, somebody needs to get fired. Somebody needs to get. I'm like, haven't you watched the Lions? I mean, they do this all the time.
Oh. Yeah, I liked the Freeps headline. The Lions, and the Cardinals, and it ended up in a tie.
And I'm saying if you go on the road opening week against that Cardinal team, and that's the best you can come out with, well, I think we know draft picks, play for draft picks.
Well, and with as bad as they played, and you're only up 21-3 or whatever it was, no, you got to do better than that.
Well, the next really closest team is probably Pittsburgh, and man, I mean, it wasn't a surprise that they lost to New England, but it was the manner that they lost. You know what? And I got an axe to grind too with the coach, because it was late in the fourth quarter and his starters were still in.
Well, I think they were trying to find some salvageable moment, so he didn't have to do the John McKay. What did you think of your offensive execution? And he was going to have to say after the game he was in favor of it, because that was unwatchable.
But Schuster hurt his ankle. It's 33-3 or whatever it is, and the starters are still in. I'm yelling at. I'm not even a Steelers fan. I'm yelling at the TV, going, "What the heck you doing?"
I think they were trying to find a little ray of sunshine.
Well, and what they thought of their backup quarterback, they traded him the next day. So, I mean, it's Big Ben, and that's it.
Well, they got the guy from Oklahoma State,
Mason Rudolph.
Yeah,
still there. Yeah.
But a lot of the fans didn't like the fact that they were trailing by a couple of scores there and had a 4th and goal at the 1 and decided to kick the field goal. So they were still down a couple of scores after that.
Yes, that was kind of the...
It was 20-0, I think, at the time?
That was kind of the I don't want to get shut out field goal there.
And it did end up being their only
It was,
points.
yes.
But still, I mean, you got a chance really to kind of get back in the game a little bit if you take it in and score. I mean, that's, as a coach, that's telling you I don't have any faith in my offensive line.
If you're a Steeler fan, it was very difficult to take anything positive out of that game. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
I mean, there was nothing to take away.
I think Juju figured out being the number 1 is a lot different than being the number 2.
Well, and being the number 1 without a number 2 to give you some cover.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like being the 4-hitter and the 3-hitter stinks in front of you and the 5-hitter stinks behind you and you've got no coverage, and so you never see a good strike. I mean, that's kind of what happens if you're not there. And, Antonio Brown last year was probably celebrating that Juju was a real threat for a while because, they couldn't roll up double and triple coverage all the time.
Until he was named MVP, and then he pouted and left.
We're going to get to him next segment.
Commissioner exempt list.
Is Baltimore that good, Miami that bad, or both?
Correct.
Yes.
Next topic.
You're saying both.
Correct.
Miami.
I don't think we learned anything about Baltimore. I think all we learned was Miami wasn't ready to play.
I think Baltimore's defense is that good.
It was probably the earliest in the NFL season we've had the can Alabama beat an NFL team discussion with Miami.
And the answer is no.
No.
The answer is...
I don't know, because Miami might not want to win that game for fear of losing Tua, who they would get the following year.
I thought Minnesota looked awfully impressive. Maybe the most impressive out of anybody.
Well, except your quarterback has to throw the ball more than 10 times.
Considering the defense. Not my quarterback.
Well, their quarterback.
Their quarterback.
I don't know. I don't know that we know that. I think what you know is that defense is very good, and there's still a lot of questions on offense, and that I still don't believe you can give Dalvin Cook a heavy workload for a whole season and have him hold up. That's what my takeaways are. You better have a platoon running system if you're going to try to do that, because Dalvin Cook won't make 16 games with that workload.
They just shut down Atlanta. I mean, they just shut them down. It wasn't even a game. Now, Kansas City running up points on Jacksonville, that's not overly shocking.
And Nick Foles already on the sideline. Tyreek Hill already on the sideline. Fantasy people all over already throwing their chairs.
Not everyone.
I didn't say everyone. I was just saying there were,
I got that Watkins-Hopkins connection. That won it for me on Monday night, as a matter of fact.
There you are.
All right, we'll take a timeout. We'll come back and we'll get into Marty's favorite player, Antonio Brown, and more. And the referee. He's going to rant on the referees, too. From our Roundtable show presented by Ralphie's.
Bring yourself to Ralphie's. Yeah, it's that good.
Chill out today at Ralphie's with their frozen margaritas and daiquiris. And get half-priced wings after 9 p.m. 7 days a week. What goes great while watching baseball games on our many screens? The quarter-pound all-beef dog basket, served with a pop or draft. Daily for just $9.99.
Bring yourself to Ralphie's. Yeah, it's that good.
What can you expect from working with Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation? Our branch manager, Marty Bihn, can help you navigate through the loan process with the service and speed you deserve. Contact Marty today to get pre-qualified. Make your home buying dreams a reality. Call 419-481-8696 to speak with Marty Bihn today.
Powerbomb Wrestling back in Toledo coming up on Sunday, September the 22nd. It's September Showdown and a double main event. The champion, Brandon Day, will defend his heavyweight title against sexy Sean Casey. The PBW Tag Team titles will be on the line. The new champions, the Mad Forcers, against the Circus of Pain. Get your tickets in advance, pbwexcitement.com. What is going to be a fantastic show. Sunday, September 22nd, St. Clements Hall in Toledo. All right, welcome back for our Roundtable show presented by Ralphie's. And Ralphie's was my go-to place on Sunday. Big John was there. Marty, of course, doesn't like fun. So But I will be back there again tomorrow.
Somebody has to cut the grass at my house.
Don't you have 2 kids?
You have teenagers.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I haven't cut grass in 4 years.
They don't do it right.
See, I don't care how they do it as long as it gets done.
Okay.
I had a steak and cheese sub and some homemade potato chips and about a gallon of soda. And had a great time watching about 5 football games at the same time. All right, and don't forget that bottom line that you're seeing at the bottom of your screen. We are selling that.
Don't buy it. It works. Don't buy it. It works.
You can call Marty and tell him how well it works, too. So if you're interested, and I don't know why you wouldn't be, get a hold of me through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, website, whatever. All right. Why is it that the Raiders have Antonio Brown, and they're a bunch of idiots, and now New England has him, and Belichick's a genius?
Because New England didn't give up a 3rd and a 5th for him.
It's a 3rd and a 5th. Wasn't a big deal.
Because my answer to that is because New England's going to win with or without him. That's a U2 song, by the way. And the Raiders might have won 6 with him, and will win 4 without him. There.
Not going to win 4.
Well, I don't know. They're going to beat Denver a second time.
Oh,
so
that's
another
5. Okay, it's between 5 and 7 and 7 and 9. So it's a plus.
You
plus
just
or
know
minus 2.
nothing about them whatsoever. You obviously didn't stay up on Monday night.
I did. I learned that Denver is awful,
You were
and
distracted.
I learned almost nothing.
Oh, because Oakland beat them, now they're awful.
No, they're just awful.
No, their defense was suspected to be one of the best in the league.
I don't know who those experts were, but those are the same people that picked Cleveland as possible Super Bowl favorites. Continue on. It's not going to matter because Antonio Brown probably won't catch a pass this year. By the way, I have side bets with the whole office that he won't play 5 games.
Oh,
5.
might not play more than 2.
Well, they set the over and
Might not
under.
play
They
any.
set the over and under, and I took the under, and 5 was the number that wins it for me. And I had said 2, and they said I was crazy, but they said it at 6. So I have anything less than 5 or under is a win for me, and I'm not planning on buying that lunch for the office.
As we're taping this is the day that the rape allegations came out. So if something happened after this,
well, and
we don't know about it yet as we're taping this.
And here's the thing, guilty or not, and I reserve judgment because I was not there, and there's a lot more facts to come out. I did read the 2 emails he sent the woman after the fact, and if you have any doubt whether he's a head case and an absolute clown, and we'll leave out the rest of the prefix to the clown, just read those 2 emails, and anything you need to know about the kind of person we're talking about. I mean, seriously,
if those emails are authentic, he already admitted to one of the 3 charges.
Correct.
And if you go to TMZ, you can read all the gory details that they report out and nobody else does.
I wouldn't advise it. But
well,
it depends. I wouldn't advise it if your less than 16-year-old children are in the vicinity.
Well, I don't care. I like to be able to access the information. I don't like when things are screened out for me. Right. I'll make that decision whether I want to read it or not.
It was lurid and disgusting, and his vocabulary and his demeanor were inexcusable to me.
Because either he's lying or she has an incredible imagination.
Well, but he's already admitted to one of the, like you said, I mean, if the emails are accurate, he's admitted to one part of the allegation. So then the question is whether, she asked for the deposit in that location, not whether there was one. That's as cleaned up as I'm going to get it on Saturday.
Wow, and we're going to steer right away from that because you're getting way too close anyway. Referees, go ahead.
Okay, so we're all texting a bit earlier Monday night, and I literally watched the Saints play, and I'm like, how can you goof something so simple up? I mean, first of all, the side judge is 3 feet from Michael Thomas when he catches the ball and goes to the ground, and it was clearly a first down. So I'm at home with my wife and another woman, and I say, how do you goof that up? And they promptly go one step further by goofing up one of the easiest rules, which is, okay, when he went down, there was, 41, 42, 43?
You should have said wife and a family friend.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Fine. I've earned that. There you go. Okay. So anyhow, and they're all looking at me like, why do you care so much? I said, I don't know. It just drives me crazy they can't get simple things right. So then they run the extra 10 seconds off the next play. And then I have half the world telling me, well, that's actually the rule. Oh, baloney.
Well, no, I didn't realize that he got tackled with 42 seconds left.
Right.
And then it got to 26, and then they stopped it. I didn't realize that when we first
right.
started.
Well, that was my gripe when we started with it. I'm like,
so
they hosed them out of 15 seconds.
They should have run the 10 seconds off. That's by rule.
But it should have been off the 41.
But they should have ended up with 32 seconds instead of.
Right, 31.
11.
Well, the NFL said it was 31.
16.
Yeah, it was 31 instead of 16 is what the NFL said. And the part that made me the craziest when I was texting you guys the next morning is the head of officials who was on the thing said we were in constant communication the entire time. Well, how do you still get that wrong then? You didn't have enough time while they're spotting the ball. And oh, by the way, while Drew Brees and Sean Payton are losing their minds over the interpretation to go, hey, Give them the flashy thing or whatever, right? Give them the signal and give them a redo.
You mean like Men in Black?
Yeah, give them the flashy thing and let's erase what just happened and correct it right now. I mean, and the fact that it was the Saints.
And that might have been enough time to get in better field position.
Oh,
to kick that game winning.
Drew Brees would have completed one more pass, and they would have, and he missed it by this much, and then he made the one later by that much to win the game. So luckily the NFL, should be thanking their lucky stars that New Orleans ends up winning that game, because had they not, I think the Saints might have seceded from the Union.
No, they make too much money for that, but
I don't know. Can you imagine? I mean, Roger Goodell would never be able to go anywhere near the state.
I don't know how you screwed the time up. It's very simple.
It's the only game in town. I mean, it was the only game being played that time.
Right. And
so the entire broad people back in New York should have been just watching that game. It's not like
they have to be the least competent multi-billion-dollar industry that we're all, and we're all watching. And they put the sideline camera there so you can see the spot. They have the replay. They have everything else. They're running it back. The clock's on. The fans are all there going, that says 41. 41 minus 10 is 31. Right? These aren't tricky ones where, is he bobbling, is he not? This isn't Jesse James on the knee down and what. This is just a math problem. We can't subtract now.
All right, we're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we're going to look at week 2 of the NFL season that started on Thursday night, but you got everything going tomorrow, and take a look at our picks as well, such as they are. It's for our Roundtable show presented by Ralphie's.
Bring yourself to Ralphie's.
Chill out today at Ralphie's with their frozen margaritas and daiquiris. And get half-priced wings after 9 p.m. 7 days a week. What goes great while watching baseball games on our many screens? The quarter-pound all-beef dog basket, served with a pop or draft. Daily for just $9.99.
Bring yourself to Ralphie's. Yeah, it's that good.
What can you expect from working with Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation? Our branch manager, Marty Bihn, can help you navigate through the loan process with the service and speed you deserve. Contact Marty today to get pre-qualified. Make your home buying dreams a reality. Call 419-481-8696 to speak with Marty Bihn today.
Powerbomb Wrestling back in Toledo coming up on Sunday, September the 22nd. It's September Showdown and a double main event. The champion, Brandon Day, will defend his heavyweight title against sexy Sean Casey. The PBW Tag Team titles will be on the line. The new champions, the Mad Forcers, against the Circus of Pain. Get your tickets in advance, pbwexcitement.com. What is going to be a fantastic show. Sunday, September 22nd, St. Clements Hall in Toledo. All right, welcome back for our Roundtable show presented by Ralphie's. Norm Wamer, Big John Malkoski, Mortgage Marty Bihn. All right, last week, 5-10, 7-8, 10-5. It's only week 1.
So you get the first pick. I'm going to be stuck in the middle like the Lions forever, and Norm made the playoffs. No. Fantastic. That's exactly where I want to be, is right about 500.
Way early. This could go sideways really quick. All right, let's start off here with. I don't know if I've ever seen a home team get 19 points before.
It's not enough.
But it's New England at Miami. New England favored in Miami by 19.
I'm gonna take Miami. That's way too many points.
New England.
Yeah, I'm going to take Miami as well because New England tends not to play well there. And the league generally gravitates back toward the middle.
And a lot of this, I think, is overreaction from the Patriots playing so well, the Dolphins playing so poorly.
The Dolphins have quit. I mean, have you read any of the stories with
I know.
nonsense? I mean,
Players were already texting their agents right after the game saying, "Get me out of here."
no, I mean, that's hard to fix.
All right, the second biggest spread, and these are all, I pulled these all off of USA Today, kind of got a consensus of all the lines that they have in there. Arizona at Baltimore with the Ravens favored by 13.
Baltimore.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to go Arizona the way Kyler Murray played that second half.
See, I don't give those kind of points in the NFL. I just won't do it. Maybe I'll miss them both. I don't know, but I'm going to take the points again.
I'll be interested in what the Ravens D does compared to what the Lions D didn't do late in the game.
Well, and what the Ravens do playing somebody who actually has somewhat of a defense. I mean, I don't think Lamar Jackson's not going to throw for 5 touchdowns every game.
No.
If he does, we got a story. Seattle at Pittsburgh. The Steelers favored by 4.
Seattle.
I got to go Pittsburgh.
In a must-win game, you're picking the Steelers. Huh?
Again, it's overreaction because they played so poorly.
So we've disagreed on every pick so far. I'm a man on an island.
I've been with him on all 3. I'd take Pittsburgh in this game, too. First of all, Seattle's the one that's got to travel across country
for a 1 o'clock game.
To Pittsburgh for a 1 o'clock game. And they're going to be, I think Pittsburgh is going to be pretty charged up for this game. San Francisco at Cincinnati. Believe it or not, the Bengals are favored by 2. And I go back to what he said. This is another overreaction because they played Seattle tight.
Yep.
I like San Francisco in this.
San Francisco.
Yep, San Francisco.
So we're all going with the Niners because I don't believe that in the Bengals. And Mixon might not play.
Well, and I don't believe in Jimmy G either, but Andy Dalton's not going to throw for 400 yards.
And there may not be any fans there anyway in Cincinnati. All right. The LA Chargers at the Lions. The Chargers favored by 2.5.
Chargers.
Oh, yeah, Chargers.
Wow.
That's a lot of West Coast teams coming east.
Yes.
I know. We're all taking the Chargers in this game.
Stop texting me.
Have you seen Stanford's record against teams that are above 500?
Yeah, it's not good.
No, it's not good at all. Although at home,
Although his fourth quarter shots are off the hook.
I don't feel real comfortable taking the Chargers, but I have to take somebody. All right, Minnesota at Green Bay. Green Bay is favored by 3, so basically it's a toss-up.
I'd take the Packers.
Packers.
I'm going to take the Vikings because I'm very impressed with what I saw out of the Vikings. And I'm not as impressed with the Packers and what they did against Chicago.
The offense or the defense?
Well, it was said that Trubisky was the main reason that the Packers won that game. So I like what Minnesota's doing. I think they're awfully tough. Jacksonville at Houston, and the Texans are favored by 9.
I'm going to go Houston.
Deshaun Jackson's back. Or Deshaun Watson's back. Healthy, not healthy. That's a question mark for me, and I'm going to go Texans with the caveat.
Well, Hopkins was the one in the middle of the week that became questionable.
Right.
So, which was a little surprising.
Well,
Watson getting massages every 40 seconds in the second half scares me too.
Well, and I was impressed with Gardner Minshew for Jacksonville, but I think with a week to scheme for him, I think it's going to be a little different.
So who are you taking, Marty?
Texans.
I will take Jacksonville. I like the 9. There's a lot of big numbers out here. I like taking the big numbers. Indianapolis at Tennessee. The Titans favored by 3. Indianapolis took the Chargers into overtime, and of course, we know what Tennessee
But for
did.
Adam Vinatieri, they win that game. just so we're clear. Adam Vinatieri, the future Hall of Famer, doesn't literally blow it, and the Colts win that game.
Well, he's 64 years old. Or I mean 46 years old. All right, I'm taking Indy.
Indy.
I'm going to go Tennessee.
Okay. I think Indy's gonna get the upset on the road. Because Tennessee is not as good as they look. Buffalo at the Giants. Buffalo favored by 2.
I got to go Buffalo.
The Battle of New York. Oh, wait, that's the Jets Giants. Do I have to make a choice in this? I mean,
Yes, because we have less than 3 minutes.
Buffalo.
Okay. We're all taking Buffalo. I may not take the Giants all season long. It worked last week. Dallas at Washington. Dallas by 5.5.
Cowboys.
Yeah, you got to go Dallas.
No, you don't. I took Washington at 5.5. I like the big number. Kansas City at Oakland. The Chiefs favored by 7.5. I know where you guys are going. The haters.
Chiefs.
Yes.
Chiefs.
Oh,
Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I'm taking Oakland.
Okay.
I like the 7.5 at home.
Like it as much as you want.
I do.
Okay.
You're gonna so get it.
I know.
You're gonna so get
But
it.
I'm not going halfway. I'm either getting all of it or
when time comes, you're so gonna get
continue
it.
on.
New Orleans at the Rams. The Rams favored by 2.5. Does New Orleans? Can they win on the road at the Rams?
Well, is that really at the Rams? I mean, that's not even a home field. I mean, that doesn't mean a whole lot.
You know, where do more people
All right,
show
I'm
up? There
taking
or
the Rams. What are you guys doing?
Rams.
Rams.
All right. Chicago at Denver. The Bears by 2.5 on the road.
Chicago.
Chicago.
That Denver team was
Awful.
putrid.
Yep.
Because they lost to the Raiders, right?
No, Joe Flacco.
I watched the game. They were
I'll take
awful.
Chicago. All right, the game that's right here on NBC 24 on Sunday night. Philadelphia at Atlanta. The Eagles by 1.5.
Philly.
Nah, I think you got to go Atlanta.
Atlanta looked awful.
Wrong people.
I'm sorry?
I'm John. He's Marty.
Really?
Yeah. You've only introduced us that way for.
I'm taking Atlanta. So
Keep an eye on him. I think I know now how
I think Atlanta bounces back.
I have to watch the tape back now.
Figured out how he went 10-5 last week.
You want to look at the numbers?
come
Go
on.
ahead. They're all right here. Right here.
Hey, a bunch of replay officials getting paid tens of millions of dollars couldn't get it right.
Yes, he cheated as the whale of the loser. All right. Now, the huge Monday night matchup. The Cleveland Browns at the New York Jets. The Browns favored by 2.5.
Jets.
Loser season is over.
Give me the Jets. Jets and the points. I mean, points at home against an undisciplined, badly coached team.
Hurry up.
Browns.
Hurry up.
Browns. I don't even like it. I feel terrible.
I am taking Cleveland to bounce back. We have to go. Saturday Night Live next. Powerbomb Wrestling coming your way at 2 a.m. You can't catch a DVR it, or just subscribe to my YouTube channel. For Marty, for Big John, I'm Norm. We'll see you next week right here on the Front Row Roundtable show presented by Ralphie's.